Thomas here. I'm happy to see you again for a tutorial video on how to use the resonance analysis for the Healy. So you first have to set up the profile of the person you want to scan, yourself or someone else, and I made another video for this. So once your profile is set up, you can go ahead with this video. So first you're going to click on your Healy. I have an engraved wonderful brass case. You can contact me if you want one too. And then you're going to open your Healy Advisor Analysis app. And we're going to arrive on this page. So I'm going to select Resonance Analysis, the first category, and select my profile here. If the Healy disconnects, which can happen, you simply let the phone reconnect. For example, if you just set up a profile and you have to take a picture, it's changed the application to go to the camera and then it came back. It will cut the Bluetooth connection. It's normal. It's a security feature. So now I need to make the choice of what I want to scan myself against, what they call it database I want to select. So again, the database is going to be the realm of vibration that you're going to analyze yourself against to know which one you have the highest resonance with. So I remind everyone that the Healy is using a quantum sensor, which is a technology that is the only available today on the planet that can connect to the Akashic records or the quantum field in order to make an analysis of resonance. That's what we're going to do now. So for example, I want to know which Bach flowers I resonate the most with. So I select Bach flower. And then I need to understand I don't need to have the 39 Bach flower and then take them depending on my results. The Healy has recorded the vibration, so the information of each of these Bach flowers. And you can benefit from a reading, from an analysis of which one I need the most now. And you can also vibrate and send yourself this vibration. So they are all very useful, these databases. So right now, I want to scan myself on the Bach flower remedy. It's showing me now a fingerprint, which is not taking your fingerprint, it's simply an icon, so that when you press, for the time of the analysis, you focus on your intention, which is, what do I have the greatest resonance with right now? So let's go. So during the scan, it was comparing my vibration with each of the vibrations of the Bach flowers. And the results now we can interpret it. 70% is the highest resonance. It's with the Bach flower number 31, Vervain. Very good. It's a high level of resonance to analyze. And it's telling me that this particular Bach flower is meant to balance the burden of fanaticism and staples on fixed principle. The willingness to tolerate and the ability to adopt new arguments and opinions are strengthened. So basically it's helping me to be less rigid, to be more inclusive, to be more tolerating. So maybe it's something that I need in this moment in my life compared to what I'm living or how I'm doing my business or my relationships. Great. If we analyze the next one, agrimony, which here is balancing the capacity or the inclination to hide worries and problems behind a mask of gaiety. And it helps you to confront the problems of other human beings when you interact with them. So that's wonderful. And you can continue to read to know which messages are there for you. So that's great. Now what I'm going to do is to vibrate, which is going to overwrite informational correction data in my information field. So I go in action, vibrate, I select here 37 seconds and then I send, start, and now I just receive. And you can see on the screen each of the Bach flowers that are being vibrated. They appear at the top of the screen. What is happening right now, and if you're sensitive you can feel it, I feel it around the brain and around the pineal gland. Right now, the device, the Healy, is vibrating, so emanating the vibration of each of the black flowers that were relevant for me at the core of my information field in order to harmonize and balance my energies there. Now it's finished, I received the healing, I can move to something else. So now we understood how that we can use these databases. You can do the same with the Australian bush flowers, with amino acids, with the gems, the crystals, through the Alaskan gem elixirs, to know which crystal resonates the most for you now. Get the harmonization vibration, and if you have this crystal in your house, of course, it's even better. You can use and work with it. You have the I Ching, the I Ching from the Chinese traditional reading system, and then you have all the Healy programs. So we have a lot of availability in Healy, but it's important to know which one resonates the most with us, to know which vibration, which frequencies we need. So, for example, right now I feel really good, pretty balanced, so I don't know intuitively if I want to work on the meridians or the organs or the skin. So I'm gonna go all the way at the bottom of the page, all Healy programs, and I'm gonna scan myself against all the categories, skin, pain, and so on, to know if I can be directed towards the right category. Same, I'm gonna analyze myself with the intention, what do I have the greatest resonance with now? Okay, so right now it's telling me 67% fitness. And it makes me laugh because yes, I haven't been going to exercise the past 4 days and I start to feel it in my body. I'm a little bit less energized than usually in my muscles. So comes out the Healy fitness program. And then the gold cycle. And then the deep cycle, which is for detoxification. So usually what we do is that we consider that under 50%, what we have is a preventative frequency, meaning you don't necessarily have an acute problem that you can notice in your body, but in a preventative way, it would be good to send those programs. Between 50 and 65%, you would benefit really from these frequencies. Maybe you start already to feel it in your physical body. And above 65%, you really need to use the frequencies. For example, when I scan someone who's really sick with fever and that he's really feeling down, and I scan them, I can have immune system come up to 83%. That's kind of like the highest level I've seen. Okay, so now let's say that I want to investigate in the gold cycle which particular programs are good for me now to balance my being. So I'm gonna go again in resonance analysis, select my profile, and then I'm gonna go down and select the gold cycle to know which individual programs are best for me within the gold cycle. Same intention, I scan myself, and now I'm seeing that 55% is the highest, is balance, which is a program I really like. And then 52 being and 41 energy. So right now it's recommending me to use balance or being as a priority within those programs. I just want to take a break here for a second just to tell you that when you scan against all Healy programs, like we did in the first scan, it can give you, for example, 65%. And then when you scan inside the categories, so inside the individual programs, you can have, like here, 55, meaning a lower level. It's normal, because when you scan against the whole of the Healy programs, the full category, you scan against all the frequencies of all the programs inside. So I had 65% resonance with all the frequencies of balance, plus all the frequencies of being, plus all the frequencies of energy. But now, in individual groupings, I have 55% resonance with balance. So I will change apps to go to the pink dot app, and then I will launch the balance program. This, of course, if I have my Healy and I have the time and the capacity to do that. If I want to vibrate, meaning to send from this app, to send a correctional information, like we did for the back flowers, into my field or the field of the client, without using the electrical currents, I can do that too. What I'm going to do is use action, vibrate. And here I'm going to select the time. We're going to talk about the time right after. So here I'm going to use 37 seconds. And then I just wait and I receive and I feel with the openness to be helped on the correctional, informational data. Now, what are the recommendations regarding these vibrating times? We can see the recommendation from TimeWaver, as you can see on the screen now. You're gonna have, for an acute problem, shots of 37 seconds, 6 to 8 times per day until you feel better. So acute, for example, great headache, or feeling extremely sad these past few days, or just hurt your leg on the door or something. Then for a more chronic issue, meaning it's been some time that you're experiencing this problem, we're gonna use longer impulsions, longer vibrations, 2 minutes 49, and send them less times, 3 times per day for about 1 month. Why? Probably it's gonna take longer to fix a chronic issue because your energy, your information needs to readjust itself. And you've been having a distortion for some time, maybe in your behavior, in your foods, in your thought and belief system. So it's gonna take a bit more time. So we're gonna do longer vibration times and less occurrences during the day. One of the other recommendations from TimeWaver as a starter for your daily practice is to go and scan yourself against the bag flowers, the Australian bush flowers, and the Alaskan gem elixirs, and just vibrate for 5 minutes 59, the result of each of these scans, so that you can harmonize your field and your information with the different information of these plants and crystals every day. I think that's enough for today. I hope now you feel comfortable with using the Healy resonance analysis, and we will have access to more and more databases against which we can scan ourselves and our clients over time. Thank you so much.